Welcome back to Bar with Shar. Today we have a mat-based series for you. We're going to work our whole body. We'll be down on the mat, no equipment needed. Let's get started. First things first, we're going to stack it up in a tabletop position. You can face any direction, starting by getting those wrists right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips, and we're going to activate our midline here, zipping up belly button to spine, and we'll take a little bit of breath work. Big inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, round through your spine, open the shoulder blades up to the sky. On your inhale, drop your belly down, lift your chin. Exhale, round, taking your cat-cow, just taking a moment here to land on the mat, settling into the space. Letting that cat-cow flow at your own pace. Each inhale to lift the chin, each exhale to round, inviting movement to your spine. You can let the moves be as big or as small, feels good, and letting your breath guide your tempo. We'll take just a couple more of these. I'll meet you in a neutral spine after your next exhale. Finding that neutral spine, and we're just going to start to draw little circles, top of the head and the tailbone, inviting that little bit of movement to our hips, to our neck, choosing any direction. They can be big, they can be small, and when you feel ready, we'll take it back the other way, circling back. Just a moment here, getting everything ready to move. I will meet you back at that neutral position here, looking straight down between your hands, staying stacked here. We're going to start to extend our right leg long. We'll reach it out, we scoop in, reach it out, scoop in, staying stacked, staying squared as we do this, lengthening on that reach, keeping our core active, and really scooping through the abdomen on the way in, rounding through that spine, lifting our knee in toward our chest. We're in a half bird dog here. Option when you're ready, if you like, add on that left hand, both arm and leg move together, out, and out we scoop in, reach out, scoop it in, good job, reach it out, come in. We're working balance, coordination. If at any point it's too much with the arm and the leg, you can choose one or the other. In and in. Keep that breath flowing as you go. We exhale, in, we inhale, out. Give me 8, 7, 6, we hold it out long, in 4, in 3, in 2, we reach and hold, we sweep it wide. It goes out, squeeze it into that center, reach it out to the sides, into the center. Now we're really feeling those obliques turn on, keeping us steady. Those sides and sides, squeeze it in, center, take it, sides, squeeze in, center, good job, sides, shoulders away from ears the whole time. Keep breathing. You've got this. Give me one more round. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, we hold it center, dropping that left arm down. We keep our leg up. We start to lift it. It goes up and down. We lift up and down. Kneeling arabesque right here. So we're thinking about squeezing through our glute to lift those toes up. A small lift will do. We do not need a huge range of motion to keep this effective. We want to think about that work being in our glute rather than in our low back. So we're keeping that abdomen on the whole time. You've got it. Lift it up and down, up and down. We'll hold it at the top in 4, in 3, in 2. We hold it high, we bend it in, point it out, flex in and out. We want to keep that knee nice and steady for this hamstring curl. We're getting in to the back side of our upper leg, hamstring contracting to curl, then a nice extension. Good job. Take it out and in. Keep breathing out and in. Hips and shoulders are squared. You've got this. Keep on moving for 8, 7, 6, hold that bend, in 4, in 3, in 2, we hold our bend, we pulse it up and up, we squeeze, drive the heel up to the sky, give me 8, 7, almost there, we drop it down in 4, in 3, in 2, knee goes down, nice job, stacking right back up into that tabletop. We're gonna take a little transition here before the next side, keeping everything stacked. We're gonna curl those toes under, lift and hover your knees a centimeter or 2 off of your mat, keeping core on, back is flat, tabletop position. Now I wanna be able to balance a glass of water on your back. That's how flat it should be here. Find your bear, invite that little shake to your core, and we're gonna start to move it up to a down dog, 2 counts. We go up and up, we take it down and down. We lift up and up, we hover to our bear. We lift it up and up, come down to your bear. We lift it up and up, down to your bear. We go up and up, we bring it down and down. We lift up and up, good job, down and down. Lift up and up, down and down, just for 8, 7, 6, hold your bear, in 4, in 3, in 2, we hold our bear, give me 10 seconds right here, big squeeze, hold it for 8, for 7, we're gonna lift those hips high, big stretch, in 4, in 3, in 2, lift it up, big stretch, take your down dog, pedaling out those heels, lifting your hips nice and high. When you're ready on an inhale, let's lift that right leg up, point it up to the sky. And if it feels good, you can tip your foot over toward that left side, opening your hip. Wild thing. Big breath into the side body. Take another breather. Lift that knee, point it up long behind you. Exhale, coming back down, feet on the ground. We'll pedal it out. And then let's take that other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up, big point up to the sky. Option to take your wild thing, dropping your foot towards your right side. Lengthening, big inhale to find a lift. Exhale through center, coming on down. We're gonna drop our knees back down and we're gonna find that half bird dog to start again here. So we're gonna start to extend our other leg. We reach it out, out we come in, we reach it out, out we scoop it in. We want to start to invite that movement back into our spine, really rounding and scooping, knee to chest as we come in, lengthening at neutral on the way out. Keep your breath working with you as you go. We breathe, it goes out, out we scoop in, we reach out, out we scoop in, good job, out and out. You've got this, getting everything nice and warm now. Great work, keep with it. Option on this next one, add your arm work as we go. We bring in and in, opposite knee to elbow. That's it, full bird dog, in and in. We reach out and out. Great work, we're in and in. Keep scooping, keep on breathing. That's it, we go in and in. We scoop out and out. Good job, in and in. Tuck that chin, full length of the spine is working, is moving. Good, out and out. We come in and in, out and out. 2 more rounds, you've got this. Keep breathing, take it out and out. Last time, in and in. We reach it out and hold. Let's sweep it sides, sides, bring it center, center, sweep it sides, sides, come center, center. Good job, sides, sides, come center, center, sweep it sides, sides, come center. Keep those hips steady, that means your core is working. Good, center, center, take it sides, sides, come center. You've got 8 counts. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, hold center, in 4, in 3, in 2, hold center, drop that hand, we lift our leg. It goes up and down, up and down, keeping your core on to keep everything from the hips up nice and steady. All of that lift is in your glute right now. We're focusing glute max in this move. That's the center, that juiciest part, lifting and lowering, big squeeze to lift. We're up and down. You can always take a little cheeky peek to check in on your alignment here, but then we want to think about getting our gaze down between our fingertips so that our neck is always staying in line with the spine. Squeezing to lift, we're almost there for 8, You've got this. 4, 6. We lift and hold in 4, in 3, in 2. We hold it up, we curl it in, point it out, in and out, in and out. Are you breathing? Good job. Bring it in and out, bring it in and out, bring it in. You've got 8, 7, 6. We hold it in and pulse in 4, in 3, in 2. Donkey pulse, we press it up and up and up. That's it. Final push. Give me 8 more counts. Breathing. You've got this. 4, 6. Almost there for 4. Child's pose in 3, in 2, in 1. Nice work. Drop those knees. Sit your hips back. We're going to take a quick child's pose before we get into our side lying work. Take a breath, a little rock side to side, and then we're going to stack it up in tabletop for one more situation here. Now we're going to keep that right arm down, or you can choose any side where you can see me for this first round, and then you'll just switch it for the next. Taking your left hand to your ear, elbow goes wide, trying to keep those knees stacked. You might want to widen them a little bit from where they were before. We're going to open our chest up toward the sky or the ceiling, and then we're going to bend in opposite elbow toward opposite elbow as we bend that support arm down. We're looking to target our triceps here and our core. Nice chest opener, lifting it up, slowly twisting through opposite elbow to opposite elbow, bending down. Your entire forearm should tap the mat before you lift back up. We're looking to get the back side of that support arm. Tricep is working here. Slow and steady to start. Take your time, breathing, pressing into that palm to lift up. This one, it starts a little bit tricky, a little bit funky, but once it settles in, you should really be feeling fire in that back side of your arm. Taking it nice and slow to start. We're not too worried about any tempo. Keeping that core turned on so that we're getting that twist as we go. We get a nice dynamic stretch in combination with this fire for our tricep. Slowly down, slowly up, big twist. Open your chest. Nice work. We're going to start to add a little bit of tempo to it. I'm going to count it 2 counts each way. We start at the top. Let's go. We're down and down. We lift up and up. Good job. Down and down. Lift up and up. It's feeling shaky now. Good job. Lift it up and up. Let's bring it down and down. We lift up. Yes, you can. We're down and down. Lift up. Just a few more. Give me 8. Yes, you can. For 6. We hold it up in 4. In 3, in 2, we hold it up. Take that nice big stretch. Lift your hand all the way up to the sky. Open your chest. Good. Now that hand that's on the floor, let's take it down to your elbow, turning to a side plank here. You can take your side plank on your toes, or if you prefer, you can have one or both knees down. What's important is that you keep that top hip stacked right on top of your bottom hip. Lifting top arm up to the sky, we're going to start to thread our needle. We come through and through, we twist and lift it up. Come on through and through, we lift it up. You want to think about stacking your shoulder right on top of your elbow in this one, pressing your hips up and forward. Good job. We come on down and down, we lift up and up. That's it. We're down and down, lift it up and up. Keep breathing. Down and down, lift up. You've got this. Give me 4, for 3, for 2. Let's hold it up. We dip our hips. They go down and lift. They go down and lift. You've got this. Down and lift. They go down and lift. Give me 8, 7, 6. We hold it up in 4, in 3, in 2. We hold it up. We pulse it. 8, 7 to the sky. That's it. 5 down on your side. In 3, in 2, in 1. Nice job. Lay right down on that side, and you can either prop your hand up or your head up on your hand, or if you want to lay all the way down, that is great too. Finding what's comfortable here. We're going to bend our knees, placing them right in front of our hips so that you got a nice 90-degree angle. You're going to lift your top leg to about hip height. I want you to flex through your heels, start at that 90-degree bend, kneecap right in front of hip, and we're going to drive through the heel. We press out, out, bend it in and in. We want to really find the connection here. It's a lot about that mind-muscle connection, especially when we're moving with no weight or no equipment. It's so important that we really imagine that resistance, connecting and feeling what we're trying to focus on, what we're trying to work. So right here, we're working that top glute primarily. We've got our abdomen turned on to support us, and we're keeping it slow, keeping it the movement intentional. Really pressing through your heel, imagining that you're moving through honey. It's thick, it's sticky, staying connected. Good. We press out, bend it in and in for that range of motion, pressing out to lengthen without locking, and then bending in to that 90-degree point where you've got knees right in front of hips. That will do the trick. If you're finding that balance is a little bit tricky here, my biggest tips for you, number one, make sure that abdomen is on. You can also place your top hand down on your mat in front of you to help you find some balance. Now we've been going for a little bit now. You should be starting to feel some fire in that top glute, really letting it turn on here, drive through that heel, staying flexed. You've got this. A few more. Keep this up. We're out and out, bend in and in. Great job. Out and out, bend it in. Yes, you can. Press out and out for 8. You've got this. 4, 6. We hold it long in 4, in 3, in 2. We hold it long. We sweep it back and back. You point forward and forward. Flex it back and back. Point forward and forward. Good job. Back and back. Point and front. Good. Back and back. Now our goal here is to try to keep our hips as steady as we can so that that movement, that sweeping, is work from our glute, and we're keeping that core on, top hip stacked right on top of the bottom line. Good job. If you would like, at any point, you can close your eyes, you can rest your head down, really tuning into those sensations, staying connected as we go. We're back and back. We go front and front. We go back and back. We go front and front. Almost there. Yes, you can. You've got this. I'm going to meet you in the center in 4, in 3, in 2. Hold it. Center. Circle forward. Forward. Tiny, tiny circles. Let's point our toe like we want to draw a golf ball with the big toe. Try to keep those hips steady. Forward and forward. Give me 8. Yes, you can. 6. We take it back in 4, in 3, in 2, to the back. Let's go. Back and back, back and back. Final push. We'll bend our knee in 8, in 7, in 6. Bring it in 4, in 3, in 2. Let's bring it in. Bend that knee. Now we don't want to let it drop all the way down. We take it down just when it's about to tap that lower leg. We lift it up. Big clamshells here today. Taking it down and up. I want you to find a nice big slow movement. You're keeping your ankle in line with your knee as you go. That's going to help us get that full range, that deeper connection. If we're needing to modify this movement, we can always bring our feet in line with our glutes, and we can keep our feet together, lifting those knees apart. That's a great alternative for the clam, or if you're using a resistance band, you can do it that way as well. Otherwise, we're going to try to focus on that nice big movement, keeping everything in line. We're starting to really feel that fire in our side glute here, lifting and lowering up and down. Let's add our tempo to it. We lift up and up, we lower down and down. Good. Up and up, lower down and down. Find your range of motion. Find what feels good and challenging in your body. Up and up, lower, down and down. That core is on the whole time. We go down and down, lifting up and up, lower, down and down. I'm going to meet you halfway on your hold in 4, in 3, in 2. Hold it halfway, pulse up and up. Tiny micro move for 8, for 7, for 6. We bring it down in 4, in 3, in 2. Nice job. Let it go. You can give it a little pat. We've got one more move in this position. We're going to take that top leg and we're going to place it in front of us, foot flat on the mat. For this one, you might want to prop up to your elbow, or you can stay with your head on your hand. Your bottom leg is going to extend nice and long. Now what we want to think about here is tilting our hips forward so that they're stacked. We're going to start to lift that bottom leg off the ground. We go up and down, lift up and down. So our focus now is that inner thigh, your adductors for your bottom leg, trying to keep it hovering off the ground the whole time. So it never quite touches your mat, never quite touches the floor. We lift it up and down, lift up and down. You got it. Up and down. Good. Up and down. Point those toes. Up and down. Up and down. Now I always say in my classes, this is one of those ones that once you start, it's kind of like not really doing too much. Give it about 10 seconds and my goodness, you should feel major fire on those insides, especially of that bottom leg. If you're feeling like this is not giving you quite enough space in your hips to hold it like this with your foot on the floor, if you have a pillow handy or a ball, you can place your knee on that ball and give you a little bit of support. But if it feels okay, we stick with this right here, foot on the ground, lifting up and down. Good. Up and down. Lift up and down. Keep those toes pointed. We're almost to the finisher for this side. You've got this. Lifting up and down. We're gonna hold it at the top in 4, in 3, in 2. Hold it up. We circle forward and forward and forward. Give me circles. You've got 8, 7, 6. We'll take it back in 4, in 3, in 2, to the back. Let's go. It's back and back and back. Final 8, 7, 6. We pulse it straight up in 4, in 3, in 2. It goes straight up. We lift up and up and up and up. Give me 10 seconds right here. You are on your back so soon. Final 5, 4. Can you lift it higher? You've got 3, for 2, for 1. Nice job. Let that go and let's just fall right into a twist here. So that top leg can stay twisted. Try to get those shoulder blades down on your mat. Extending arms out to the sides for a chest opener. And just breathing into that top glute for a moment. Really nice work. You've got round 1 of your side leg done. And when you're ready to come out of that twist, turning that core on to come back through center, we're going to lay it down on our back here. We're going to take a transition here, a little bit of glute work, a little bit of glute bridge work. So I want you to bend your knees, walk those heels in so that they're quite close to your butt. And let's invite a little bit of movement to our spine back in here. You can tuck shoulder blades in toward each other. Start to tuck your pelvis forward, lifting vertebrae by vertebrae off your mat. Coming up, big squeeze at the top, and then we're gonna round our way down, nice and slow, nice and steady. Take your time. You can close your eyes. You can press your palms into the mat for a little bit of support. We're just gonna find that backside, reconnecting hamstrings and glutes, making sure abdomen is on, and once again, inviting movement into the spine. Breathing as you go. Big squeeze at the top, pressing into your heels. I want you to try to leave a footprint on the ground. Really drive through those feet. Nice work. Let's do one more. This time I want you to hold it at the top. Lifting all the way up, hips up nice and high. I'll meet you at the top. Big squeeze. And we want to try to keep our spine nice and long. Back is nice and flat here. We're going to take a classic glute bridge. Our hips go down and up. Lower, down and up. Good job. Down and up. Big squeeze. Down and up. Now for this one, the main thing is that you keep it within your own working range of motion. I want you to try to stay in the working range the whole time, but how high you're going, that's gonna be dependent on what feels challenging for you. I want the work in your glutes. So if it starts to become a lot of tension in that low back, my best tip for you is to really turn that abdomen on and maybe consider range of motion. You can always bring it down a notch to stay connected with our focus muscle group, which right now, that's your glutes, that's your hamstrings. Really good work. We press and lower, press it up and lower, press up and lower. Every time thinking about really pressing through the bottoms of our feet into the ground. Good job. You're almost through. We're gonna hold it at the top in 3, in 2, in 1. Hold it at the top. Really nice job. Squeeze that backside. And we're gonna take a little foot march. We're gonna march 1 foot at a time. So any leg, place it more toward the center. That other leg, you're gonna lift up onto your toes, and we're gonna march that knee. It goes up and up. We bring it down and down. Lift it up and up, bring it down and down. Now that support leg is really pressing down into the floor, squeezing that glute to stay lifted, doing our best to keep our hips steady. Good. Up and up, lower, down and down, lift up and up. Final 8, let's go. You've got this. 4, 6, we hold it high in 4, in 3, in 2, we hold it high, we press it up, tiny pulse. Yes, you can. We squeeze and squeeze. We'll bring both feet down in 4, in 3, in 2, both feet down, square it off again. We lift our heels. It's up and down. Keep those hips nice and steady. Lift them up and down. Lift them up and down. Good. Up and down. Lift them up and down. Up and down. Up and down. We'll hold it at the top in 4, in 3, in 2, we hold it high, we press those knees, they go out and out and out. We're activating those abductors, those outsides. Hold it here for 8, for 7, for 6, we'll drop our heels, other leg, march in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1, drop those heels, bring that other leg to the center, start to lift it up. We go up and up, we march down and down. Keep it steady, keep it high. Good job. Down and down. You've got this. Up and up, we lower, down and down, we lift up and up, bring it down. Yes, you can. Lift up and up, bring it down and down. This is our last push for our glute bridge. Go down and down, lift it up. Give me 2 more rounds. Down and down, we lift it up and up. We'll hold it in 4, in 3, in 2, we hold it high, we press up and up. Give me 8, 7, 6, we'll bring it all down in 4, in 3, in 2, we bring it down. So slowly roll it down. Give those knees a little hug, squeezing them into your chest. We'll rock side to side, and when you feel ready, we're gonna extend up, bringing our knees to stack right on top of our hips. Hands go up to the sky, and we're going to turn on that abdomen. Before we do any movement, really think about belly button to spine. We're going to take that imprinted spine, so pressing your low back into your mat. We're going to start by marching one leg at a time. Take it down and down, lift up, other side. Take it down and down. So we're finding that alternating. Good job. Go down and down. We're meeting with our knees stacked right on top of the hips, keeping right about a 90-degree angle in our knees here. Down and down, up and up. Pressing that low back into the mat as we go. Breathing as we go. Good. Down and down, lift up and up. If you'd like, you can start to add your arms on. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Down and down, lift it up and up. Reach it down and down. Lift it up and up. Lower down and down, lift it up and up. Good, nice work. Keep this flowing. If this feels like a good challenge right here, I want you to keep it right here if you're able to stay connected. Now we have options to layer it up or to layer it down. If this is feeling like way too much, you can take those arms back out of it and keep it going from there. If you're feeling like you're ready for another challenge, we can try it both together. Down and down, lift up and up. Now it's most important that we keep our connection as we move here, keeping that core on. You might notice I start shaking right away when I try to put it together. We want that, we like that. Down and down, lift up. Just a few more. Down and down, up. 2 more times. Let's go for 8, for 7, for 6, we hold it high. In 4, in 3, in 2, hold it high. We're gonna press those hands to the ground. We go down, down, we lift up, straight arm crunch. Down, down, lift up, almost there. Down, down. Option to add your chin, tucking it in as we crunch up. We're down and down, crunch it up and up. Good job. Down and down, crunch it up and up. Good. Down and down. We're gonna bring it all the way up. Biggest crunch of the day. In 8, in 7, in 6, you hold it at the top. In 4, in 3, in 2, we hold it up, we pulse it down, down, down. Give me 8, 7, 6, we roll up through seated. In 4, in 3, into big lift up, coming all the way through. Place those hands right down and extend your legs back behind you. A little burst here for our upper body before we take that final side of our sideline. We're gonna do a little push-up series. You can do this on your knees or your toes, so stack yourself up for your push-up position. We're gonna tap it. It goes toe tap and center, toe tap and center, push it down and up. We take it side and center, take it side and center, push it down and up. I'll show you the modification for that push-up. You drop it to your knees. It goes down and up. We tap it side and center, side and center, knees or toes. You take it down and up. That's it. You got it. Tap it side and center, side and center, push it down and up. We got a couple rounds. You've got this. Tap it side and center, push it down. One more time. Let's go. It's side and center, side. This time we hold it halfway down. We pulse it. 8 for 7 for 6. Lay on your side in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Nice job. Drop it down and you're gonna lay on that other side. We're gonna do our sideline series from the top. We have to start it with our elbows, so we're actually gonna get back into that tabletop. We cannot miss that important move here. We're gonna take elbow wide, hand to ear, knees under hips, opening up. We start nice and slow. You remember this one from the start. Twisting in, opposite elbow to opposite elbow, bending in, pressing your palm, open that chest up nice and wide. Twisting in, bending, opposite elbow, opposite, pressing into the palm. We want to think about that forearm coming all the way down toward the mat here, pressing in to lift up. Find that twist, find that connection with your core. Great job. See if we can keep our hips relatively squared as we go. Starting to invite that little bit of fire. Tricep is primary focus in this bit here. We're gonna start to add that little bit of tempo on. I'll meet you at the top. Here we go. Let's take it down and down, lift up. Good job. Bring it down and down, lift up and up. Bring it down and down, lift up and up. That's it. We're down and down, lift up. You've got this. Keep on breathing. We're so close to that finish line. We're on our last section. You've got this. Almost there. Lift it up and up. Bring it down and down. Lift it up and up. Bring it down. Just a few more. Lift it up and up. Final 8, 7, 6. Hold it at the top. In 4, in 3, in 2. We lift and hold. Now we extend that arm up. Big stretch. Reach up to the sky. Take a breather, and now we'll take it to our side, stacking elbow under your shoulder. Now remember that side plank. You can do this either on your toes. You can have one knee down, or you can have both knees down. Completely up to you. Find your version of your side plank, stacking top hip on top of bottom. Press those hips forward, lift them nice and high. Top arm goes to the sky. We thread it through. Let's go. We're down and down, up and up. I like to think about following my hand with my gaze as I do this twist. It really helps find that connection with the side body, finding that full twist. You're primarily gonna feel this in your bottom oblique, but you've got your entire abdomen turned on here supporting. Thinking about stacking your shoulder over your elbow, really keeping it all nice and high. Good job. Up and up. You've got 8 for 7. For 6, we hold it up. In 4, in 3, in 2. Let's hold it up. We dip it down and squeeze. Go down and up, lower down and up. Almost out of this side plank. Yes, you can. We'll hold it at the top. Coming up in 4, in 3, in 2. We lift and hold. We pulse up and up. For 8, for 7, for 6. We lay it side. In 4, in 3, in 2. On your side. Nice job. Come on down. We're gonna lay it down here and we're gonna stack those knees up, remembering that nice angle here. Kneecap in front of hip. We're gonna lift that top leg right about hip height. Flex through that heel. We press out, out, bend, in. A little bit of balance support if you want to place your hand down in front of you on the mat. Sometimes I like to have my hand kind of on my waist, feeling that connection with the core as well. The main thing here, we stay nice and lined up, nice and stacked. We stay lifted about hip height, and we move with intention. Keep it sticky, really driving through that heel. Good job. Bring it in and in, press out and out. And if you want to lay your head down, if you want to close your eyes, this is a great time to do that. It helps you really tune in to the glute. The rest of your body can really kind of relax here. Good job. Press out and out. Good. In and in. You've got this. Out and out. Bend it in and in. Press it out and out. Bend in. Yes, you can. Press out and out. Bend in. In. We're really so close to that finish line. A couple variations and we are out of here. You've got this. In and in. We press out and out. Keep breathing. Almost there. Hang on tight. You've got this. Out and out. Give me 8. Yes, you can. For 6, we hold it long. In 4, in 3, in 2, we hold it long. We sweep back and back. Point it front and front. Sweep it back and back. Point it front. Core is on. Hips stay steady. Even as we're sweeping, we want to keep that nice stack here. Top hip stacked on top of bottom hip. Sweep back and back. Point front and front. Sweep back and back. Point front. Yes, you can. We go back and back. Point it front and front. Sweep it back and back. Point it front and front. Sweep it back and back. Point it front and front. Good job. We're back and back. We point it front and front. Sweep it back. I'll meet you center. In 4, in 3, in 2, we come to center. Circle forward and forward. Tiny, tiny circles like you're drawing a golf ball with that big toe. You've got 8. Yes, you can. For 6, we take it back. In 4, in 3, in 2, to the back. Let's go. We're back and back. We'll bend it all the way. In 8, in 7, in 6, you find your clamshells. In 4, in 3, in 2, bend it in. We lift it big, nice and slow. Nice and slow, nice and big movements here. Take a moment to settle in. I want you to bring it down just to hover over that bottom knee and then lift up from there. We're starting to get more into our abductors, still activating that center glute to lift, but getting even more into our sides here as we finish off this series. Great job. Let's add our tempo. It goes up and up. We bring it down and down. Bring it up and up. You've got this. Down and down. Last push. We're up and up. Let's bring it down and down, staying squared off as we go. Good. Down and down. Lift it up and up. Bring it down. Core is on. Up and up. Yes, you can. Final push. We go up, up, down and down. Lift up and up. I'll meet you at that center. Coming up. In 4, in 3, in 2, we hold it center. Pulse up and up. Pulse up and up. We pulse it up and up. We're gonna place that top foot on the ground. In 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Nice job. That top foot goes onto the ground. That bottom leg is gonna extend nice and long. Inner thigh lifts. Here we go. Lift it up and down. Lift up and down. Now if you're more comfortable propping all the way up on your elbow, you can, or if you want to stay down, that's also great. What matters is we're hovering here. That bottom leg stays off the ground. Now this one, as I said before, those first couple reps, it doesn't quite feel like much. Make sure it's your bottom leg that's moving. This one can be a little bit tricky to get into, but just give it a few seconds and we're gonna look to feel that inside of our leg, especially that bottom leg working. Again, if you feel like you need more space in your hip, if you can't quite get your foot to the floor, if you have a pillow or a ball handy, that's a great option to help give you a little bit of space if you need it. Lifting and lowering. We want to think about extending our leg. We lift it up and down, up and down. Good. Up and down. Lift up and down. That's it. Up and down, up and down. Nice job. We're up and down. This is our final push. Yes, you can. We're up and down, up and down. Keep that core on. Hips are steady. Nice job. We're up and down. We'll hold it at the top in 8. Yes, you can. You've got 6. lift and hold in 4, in 3, in 2, lift and hold, we circle front and front. Final pushes, we're almost to the end, we'll take it to the back in 4, in 3, in 2, circle back, let's go, it's back and back, we're finishing with the pulse straight up, you've got it, in 4, in 3, in 2, last push, here we go, it's up and up, give me 8, 7, 6, find your twist to stretch in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1, find that twist, you've done it, good job. Let that knee fall across. You can extend your arms, opening your heart, opening your chest. Awesome job today. Take a moment to breathe into that glute. Maybe a moment to smile to yourself. And when you feel ready, turning your core on to lay onto your back. We'll come through center. And we'll just give those knees a nice big hug here, taking a rock side to side, massaging your lower back. Maybe taking palms to kneecaps, circling in one direction, circling back in the other direction, and grabbing behind our thighs. A little rock and roll, massaging the spine. We will make our way to seated. And we'll finish as we always do, our biggest breath of the day. When you're ready, sweep your arms wide, big inhale. Pausing at the top, I invite you to smile with me. And when you feel ready, gently exhale, hands back down to heart center. Great job, you've done it again. I hope you liked this video. Please let me know below in the comments what you thought. And if you did enjoy it, you can subscribe to Barbara Shar on YouTube for more just like me. See you in the next one.